Hi guys, we have had some people ask us if we're completely insane moving to somewhere that is empty and sparse and we're going to have to start completely from scratch in a world where the financial world is panicking, food prices are climbing, you can't find or afford building materials. Nature is super abundant and I choose to live in that abundant space, and I choose to believe that there will always be a solution for a problem. I do my very best to get my head around how we can make stuff work. Toddlers. Trying to record a video whilst having a toddler here is quite difficult, especially when said toddler has no pants on and keeps wanting to be in the video. I'm sorry. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, we choose to try to find the answers and the solutions rather than thinking too much about that it can't be done, or that we don't have enough money, or that the traditional way of doing stuff isn't working out. One thing I have really loved about learning permaculture is just a really different way of thinking about things, and how the problem is often the solution, and instead of saying that we can't do something, to find out how we can do something and what resources we could use to make something happen. And it's not a buy it off the shelf sort of solution usually. Sometimes it is. Usually it's more creative. It's something that you actually have to go out of your way and spend some time and effort doing. A lot of it's DIY stuff, but you know what, it works. And it's what our grandparents probably used to do, and it's not convenient, and it's not always easy. But on the upside, it's also often free or really cheap and very attainable once you learn the skills to do what you want. And what exactly am I talking about? Well, most things to do with homesteading and that self-sufficiency stuff. A lot of it is doing stuff yourself. And I love what Jason from Sow the Land said recently, and I've noticed he's got a few t-shirts that say it as well. What is it? Grow food, build stuff, repeat. And that is so my life right now. We're going to try and do a bit more vlog sort of style content, partly for that reason, and partly because actually I want to share our life with you guys and to get to know you guys as well, and trying to build a community around our channel. And also, if you haven't met my blog yet, I also have a blog full of how-to homesteady sort of content, which I'll put a link to down below so you can check that out. But yeah, my dream with this YouTube channel is to build a community where we're all learning together to do stuff ourselves. Be it grow food, be it building things, be it preserving food, maybe raising animals. I think we really do learn better as a group, because different people have different skills. There is a lot that I don't know, and there's a lot that each other doesn't know but the other one does. And I think if I could provide a space where we can all learn that together, I think that's probably going to be the best thing moving forwards. As well as also obviously showing parts of our family and our journey and developing this new land right from scratch to what will hopefully be a really productive system. We're going to be working and focusing on healing the land over there. It has really been scarred and destroyed by all that forestry. So it's going to take some time to get it up and get it really productive. But we're up for the challenge, and mostly because we rely on the bounty. Is that the word? Bounty? Yeah, I think it is. The muchness that is nature, and the blessing that is nature. And I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but I have a deep-seated belief that God will look after us, and that God will provide, and that it will come through and we will be okay. There is a solution for every problem. But sometimes it takes some hard work and some creative thought to work out what that solution might be. And sometimes it takes a whole lot of faith. Eventually, we hope to get a lot of animals, and probably beef and sheep are what we're going to focus on, and chickens to follow around behind them to scratch up their poops and to help build the pasture. But we don't have external fences yet, and we certainly don't have animal-proof spaces yet, and we don't have grass for them to be eating yet either. So what we are going to be focusing on is getting the fruit trees in, and getting the food forest and the vegetable garden set up, and obviously somewhere for our chickens and our pets to move to once we sell here. So there's going to be a lot more gardening content and a lot more building soil and permaculture planning and that sort of thing happening on this channel for the next little while. While I'm all for sharing abundance, what I don't like is people taking advantage and walking in and taking stuff or making a mess of stuff that's not theirs. So whilst I'm all for sharing knowledge, the reality is what I'm growing for us and for our family is for us and for our family. I will share knowledge, I will share seeds, I will help other people learn to grow. But don't ruin my stuff, you know? So in the meantime, me and the bare bottom toddler are heading over to the new section to dig some holes to try and get these fence posts in. My darling mother has made the most amazing gates for me while I've been in town with some homeschool activities this week. And she has done such a good job, so I can't wait to get those up, and hopefully they will protect our property from weirdos wandering in and making a mess like has been happening. So one of the skills I haven't learnt yet is how to back a trailer. So me and Jada are hiking backwards and forwards to the car to bring everything we need. So it turns out the most frustrating thing about trying to dig post holes where there's been trees is the huge amounts of roots in the bottom. At least today I bought a selection of options to try and bust through it. Yesterday we were just trying to do it with a shovel. Ow! Keep hitting my knuckles on that bloomin' gorse plant. So, public service announcement, if you buy ex-forestry land, it's going to be full of root. These are driving me insane. Unfortunately, these ones go straight down exactly where I need the post to go, so I've cut the tops off, but I can't get to the bottoms. Hooray! I did it! Now it is the next day. Yesterday the reinforcements turned up and I totally forgot to pick up the camera. So Mum and Dad and my sister and some of the cousins came, and we managed to get these gates finally up, and by the end of it, it was actually so dark that we couldn't see to cut the top off the final post. But I'm on my way out this afternoon, and I thought I would swing past and show you the final reveal of the gates. Just ignore the far too high post on the left-hand side. Left-hand side. And it's also raining, so hopefully the camera won't get too wet. So what do you think? Will you build a community with me? Is this something you're interested in doing? Comment below. What do you want to see on this channel? Should we build together? Should we learn and grow together, learning to grow our own food? And you know what? While we're at it, how about we teach our kids to do the same?